Tonight we're going to delve into the lovely waters of tequila. And tonight we have a tequila from Tequila Tromba out of Arandas, Jalisco, Mexico. And what do we have from them? We have their Tromba Reposado. As the name suggests, this is a reposado or rested tequila. It's a year-round serving. It clocks in at 40% ABV and 80 IBUs. Now, you're saying, okay, 40%, that's average for a liquor like bourbon or something like that. But if you get this tequila in Mexico, odds are it's going to be 38 or 35 maybe percent ABV. Why is that? That's just how they do it in Mexico. They don't have a solid, firm regulation on tequila that way. The regulation that they do have is that they have to use blue or Weber agave to make this spirit. And since it's a reposado or rested tequila, they age this from 2 to 11 months. This particular tequila has been aged for 6 months in used or previously filled bourbon barrels. That sounds awesome. Now this is a small batch tequila. Tromba means big rain. Okay, that's a term for big rain. And the master distiller at Tromba, his name is Marco, I think it's Cedano. And he used to be the master distiller at Don Julio, one of my favorite distilleries. Now, they do this in smaller batches. I imagine they're doing it in pot stills as opposed to column stills. I don't know if they're using an autoclave or what method they're using for roasting the agave piñas to make the pulque that they, ferment into the distiller's beer and create lovely tequila. But that said, this is a really cool tequila, and I'm happy to present it to you this evening. So, we've heard a little bit about tequila. And here we have our glass already poured, and I've let it, breathe a little bit. I like my spirits to breathe before I present them to you. So let's talk about the appearance. So it's a lovely sort of white wine kind of champagne color to it. When I swirl it, we're getting tons of alcohol eggs tearing down the inside of this glass, man. It's freaking beautiful. Look at that. That is a lovely reposado. Now, reposado, depending upon the barrels that they use, and if they have recharred them on the inside, and if they've just chipped them out, or what they do with them, it will pick up another color. This is kind of the color of some scotches maybe that you've had sometimes too. This light sort of white wine color. So, that's telling you that they probably didn't rechar this barrel, judging by the color of this. So, let's see what's up with the aroma, because I can smell this tequila from here, and it smells freaking beautiful. Diving in. Man, first thing you're hit with is big agave miel, or like agave nectar. Man, big, sweet, smoky notes. There's some citric notes in there. There's some alcohol in the aroma, but it's not really like big and biting and phenolic. It's actually sweet. This tequila, I've had the blanco and the añejo at a tasting. And the reposado here, all of them are pretty freaking awesome, and they're very much on the sweet side of the tequila spectrum, and they really show a lot of like agave nectar kind of flavor, and the aroma is like not falling off any at all in this. There's some vanilla notes in here, but there's actually a really big smoky aroma to this. It's not like mezcal smoky or Isla whiskey smoky, but it's like a barrel char smoke. Man, citrus, some like raisiny type notes, caramel, a bit of marzipan, and that lovely, lovely honey-like agave miel sweetness, man. It smells delicious. It's making my mouth water. I'm going to dive in for it neat first. I usually don't put water in this, but I will for you guys tonight. Salud! Man, that tequila is so smooth. Este tequila está bien suave. Un poquito caliente aquí en el pecho, pero ay, delicioso. So, I was saying, we'll go back to English. Man, it's got a really nice agave nectar sweetness up front. After that, the smokiness comes in. The alcohol is not burning at all on the palate. It's super smooth. You get a warming in the chest, but you know what? At 40% or 80 proof, you expect that to happen. That just goes along with the territory. There's some citric notes in there. some berry notes, and it's a bit raisiny in the back end. It's got a dry finish, super smooth, and the aftertaste in the palate is that of like, it's almost like a smoked agave nectar on the afternote with vanilla. Man, this tequila, neat like this, is delicious. When my tío Paco comes over, he says, hey, he says, oye, sobrino, dame un dedo de tequila, one finger of tequila, de esta botella, of this bottle, right? One finger. You know what? I oblige him porque es mi tío. He's my uncle. So, of course, you oblige him. But this is a delicious, delicious tequila to sip on. If you drink tequila like this, reposado, which I think this reposado is better than some of the añejos that I've had before, because it's so smooth and so drinkable. I think it'll change your opinion of tequila and what it can be. Tequila, in my opinion, is more akin to brandy in some ways, because this spirit is made, which is one of the most expensive raw material probably the most expensive raw material spirit in the world to make, because it takes 7 to 10 years for an agave piña, blue agave, to mature. Okay, so there's a lot of time and a lot of waiting and effort going into this tequila. Yeah, it only sat in the barrel of this one in particular for 6 months, but man, it's picked up some awesome flavors. And I can taste that they're using a really high, like, quality agave. The higher quality agave piñas, when they use them, you get more of that sweet agave nectar kind of flavor. Man, but it's just a tasty, tasty tequila. So I'm going to do what I usually don't do. I like to drink this neat with nothing in it, no ice, no water, nothing. But I'm going to put it in here to see how it changes. I actually have never done that with this tequila because I just respect it for what it is. So we'll put a couple eyedroppers of water in here. Give it a bit of a swirl to open it. Let's see what's up on the nose after we put a little water in it. Okay, the smokiness has actually chilled out a lot. The citric notes that are in here have come up a lot. I'm getting a lot more vanilla, a little bit of clove, maybe some allspice in there. That sweetness of the agave miel is still there. There's a little bit more of alcohol presence on the aroma with the water in there, I guess because it's opened that up. A honey-like sweetness, almost like smoked honey. Some tannic oak notes. Man, smells delicious just the same. I almost am sad that I put water in here, but I'm going to taste it just the same. Salud otra vez. Que rico. So delicious. Now that the water's in there, it's actually opened it up a bit. That smokiness is actually about the same level on the palate, though it was dampened down a little bit on the aroma. The citric notes are a bit bigger. I'm getting tons of toffee and burnt brown sugar. A lot more vanilla, actually, now that I've opened it up a little bit, though I prefer the full strength of really than with the water in it. But man, super, super smooth, easy to drink. The warming that was in the chest when you put water in this is gone, totally gone. If you use this to make a margarita, or maybe I'd say it would be a top shelf margarita, because this is not an inexpensive tequila, but it would taste awesome with lime mixed in there. Because remember, a real margarita is just basically tequila and lime and shaken in the shaker, and boom, there you have it. You have a delicious drink. But, wow. We're not talking about mixed drinks. We're talking about straight up tequila. Real tequila. Not like mixto, which is, tequila adulterated with a neutral spirit or rum or something like that. Or tequila joven, something cheap maybe that you got when you're in high school and you got trashed on. If you drink a tequila like this Tequila Tromba Reposado, it'll change your opinion of tequila. This is just so smooth and easy to drink. Just delicious. So, you know what? I've been waffling on a long time about this lovely tequila. Now, if you're in Canada, you can probably find this pretty easy. I believe, if memory serves, this is the #1 tequila in Canada. I can totally see why. Super tasty. It's actually a little bit difficult to find here in the USA. If you're in Washington, D.C., The liquor stores there are pretty well stocked with a great variety of stuff, and you can find this in DC. That's what I know so far. And probably out in California and Texas and all that, and maybe Arizona also. So, let's grade this. I'm waffling on again. So, I don't use any rating services for my booze reviews like I do with my beer reviews, because it is what it is. I'm going to go, as tequilas go and reposados go, this is definitely one of my favorites. At the time of recording, I probably tried at least 70 different reposado tequilas, easily. Different labels. It could be coming from same distillers, but as small batch tequila goes, I'm going to go 95 on this. This is a 97. This is super high A as reposados go. I haven't had a better one than this. That's why I'm kind of like holding back from my A+ level. Maybe there's a better reposado out there that I would like more. I haven't had Don Julio Reposado for a while, though I have a bottle of it. But man, this tequila is awesome. I would buy it again. I recommend it, and give this a try. Because of its sweetness, I think it's a really approachable tequila. For some people, it may come off and be a little off-putting, some of the smoky notes. But man, super tasty, super well-made tequila. So, that's my grade. Have you had Tequila Tromba? Tromba Reposado? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. And since we're speaking a little Spanish tonight, it would be the ida y vuelta. Okay? So, to the next DJs BrewTube, you got to do me a big favor by thinking globally, drinking locally, and supporting the craft spirits movement, because this is very much a craft tequila. Also, if you could do me a big favor and rate, comment, subscribe, and maybe considering, I don't know, smashing that like button, because that, along with maybe a dram or two, that's all I need. Or on caballito, sometimes they call it, or on, they have these little boots. I'm digressing. Anyways, un clavo, yes, de tequila or of tequila. That's all I need to put my big ass happy face on. So to the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a huge bunch of Tromba Reposado drinking love for you. And you know what's coming right now, aren't you? A little bit of pasta y amor. Algo así? That's right. Let's give it to you. A big peace out!